Hi viewers, this is Pasishit Kundu. Welcome to the first class of our marketing analytics certification. And today we shall try to discuss the first lecture on marketing data management. So before we proceed, let me tell you, since from last couple of years, there will be a trend towards data orientation. That means the data are the new directives or the new beacons of the industry. Everywhere there will be a crowd or there will be a race among gaining the data, going inside the data, as well as to analyze the data for the better forecasting of your market as well as the customers, so that you can take those insight in order for better predictive analysis in order to set the goal of your future business orientation. So in this lecture, we shall try to explore the different positive as well as the negative sides of a marketing data and how through this marketing analytics we can able to overcome that. So let us start. As you see, the marketing data are basically comes from varieties of sources, which include both the structural sources, which are the oldest type of data sources for the marketing data, as well as the unstructured sources. As I said, unstructured sources, that means these sources of data are mostly in the form of audio, video, sources or audio video format, which is very much difficult to store, and further they are much more even difficult to handle and analyze. And today's throughout the world, the marketers are going to be suffer mainly to handle this type of unstructured data. For example, your social media data, this can be a very good example of unstructured data, because now the customer oriented marketings are going through the different analytical space, which not only try to analyze the past trend of the customer in order to forecast the future sales perspectives, but they also need to be evenly analyze the social sentiment, the customer's emotion, the different type of other parameter which are related to the customer, because nowadays they were also taken into account. So all these things we can try to explore subsequently in this lecture. So it is, I think, quite clear this marketing data comes from the variety of sources. But as we are talking about the marketing data, these sources in most of the time is not in that much easy format, so that the data can be evenly taken from that for analysis by the marketers or the business organization in order for better future directives. And that's why the concept or the role of analytics comes into the picture in marketing. So before we go, let us go to this particular slide quickly, which actually try to show you the main differences between the structural as well as the unstructural data. As you see, these structural data are basically for a previous type of file format, flat file formats or database format, or sometimes they can be a data warehouses also, where the organization over the last several years used to store their organization data. But now, since from last couple of years, as I said already, there will be a trend towards unstructured data. And this unstructured data in the form of image, audio, video, emails, different type of file format across the globe is very much difficult to handle. And they also not only difficult, they also very much difficult to manage and protect. With, and when we are actually going to merges this structural data with this unstructured data together in order for further level of analysis, it is much more even difficult. See, the structural data, as I said, they are basically the number, date, or string, whereas the unstructured data in the form of image, audio, and videos. The structural data can be displayed in the form of row or column. That means it can be in the form of different tables or databases, whereas the unstructured data can be a tables also, or can be unstructured type also. And the most important and the significant point to be noted in this connection, you see, only 20% of the enterprise data nowadays are basically the structural data, whereas the remaining 80% that can the marketer or the business organization try to assemble from the various sources are mostly unstructured. And since they are unstructured type, we need certain kind of technology, or we need certain kind of processes by which this unstructured data can be converted into a structural manner in order for further analysis. Obviously, the next point is that the structural data, since they are dimensional less, they are less storage structure, they are two-dimensional figure, whereas the unstructured data are mostly n-dimensional figure, and they require more data structure or more storage unit. So these are the main differences between structural and unstructured data. And why we are point out this particular thing in our first lecture? Because until and unless being a marketer, you have a clear cut concept as well as the empirical procedure knowledge how to handle this type of structural and unstructured data related to the market, related to your product, you will not even in a position to formulate your marketing strategy and subsequently the marketing forecast. So move on to the next slide. Yes. This is really something which we all has to concern about. The present scenario is that the industry, our personal data, our official data, all these data are going to be expanded in an exponential manner. And this is much more alarming situation. Most organization also, if you are a marketer, if you are a business organization, if you are a consultant, whatever you are, basically when you are actually going to be deal with data, this data, most of those data of your organization or the personal, these data are consisting of so many huge amount of storage structure that most of them you don't require for analysis, you don't require for your marketing strategy formulation in order to retain your market share, in order to maintain and in order to boost up the performance of your product or market, because those data are have no uses for that. But like a blind procedure over the last couple of years, every organization are trying to be store all those set of data in order for keeping the view of their future analytics, but that is not required at all. You see, the major source of abundant data in business are basically the web e-commerce transactions, the different stock related data which needed to be regulated. And since there is no procedure as such to regularly handle those data and try to filter those data before storing into your organization storage, that's why the role of analytics is required in order to handle this huge amount of data, in order to find out the relevant portion of data which is truly required in order for your marketing formulation, in order for your marketing plan, in order for your business forecasting. So we conclude this slide by this underlined statement that we are trying in data but starvation for knowledge, and that is practically true. And that's why from last couple of years there is a trend towards data science, machine learning. All these concepts are brought into the picture, because in order to find out the true knowledge or the insight from these huge amounts of data, which will be clear for the next pictorial representation. See, the top rightmost curve, as I said, the data are basically unstructured and structured type, and this unstructured data from last couple of years, you see there is a trend from 1970 to till 2020. From a business report, I quoted this particular graph. You see the unstructured data are going to be increased in an exponential manner. This is really something every organization should be carefully look after. And if you see the top left picture, that is basically the digital data growth from 2010 to the forecast about 2025. It also clearly indicates there will be a sharp exponential growth of this digital data. But the problem is that, as I said in my previous slide also, that when we are actually discussing this type of digital data growth in terms of marketing, we should equally analyze that for marketers or for the business organization, these data need to be very carefully processed because they are actually related to your business, they are actually related to your customers, they are basically actually related to your competitors' policies. On the basis of that, you can formulate your marketing decisions. So these data are very sensitive, and equally, they need to have a strong insight relationship among themselves, which otherwise is not possible to see from our naked eyes. We need to understand, being a marketer, that how these data are related, how they used to be different, what are the trend about two different sales figure together, what are the reciprocal trend. So from a huge set of data over the year, it is very, very difficult to forecast those things. And this particular course will try to focus on this aspect. So move on to the next slide. As I said, there are certain limitations of data from structural data to the unstructured data. And that's why the concept of analytics needed to be merged with our traditional marketing concept in order to better forecast the customer, in order to better prediction of the market, as well as for better customer prediction, better market shares, and etc. You see the main limitation, which is reflected at the left hand side with blue color, that the main limitation of the marketing data are, first is they are the problem in experience or understand. Problem in experience means it is very, very difficult by an inexperienced person. Inexperience over there, we try to mean that the person who is not expert of the data. He may be a well experienced of the market, he may be a very senior level of manager, but he must know the trend of this data, the unspeak truth which is actually associated with this marketing data. So until and unless these problems are going to be addressed, it is we are not in a position in present competitive world or in present digital competitive world, I would rather conclude, to getting a better insight of our marketing data. Second problem is that the new marketing trend. See, now from last several years, there will be a sharp indication of the digital growth everywhere. And since we are talking about the marketing also having an exponential growth in this scenario, and especially in this post-pandemic situation, we can expect very much that these digital marketing are going to be pushed up in a very exponential manner. And since the marketing trends are going to be moving from the traditional market-oriented concept to a web-based marketing concept, and there are different other factors we needed to be also addressed well in advance or well in your marketing plan. Otherwise, you might be go back into your competitors' way. So this new marketing trend needed to be addressed properly, which are the second problem of the marketing data in present scenarios. Number three is that interpreting marketing report data, which presently is not revealing the insight of the data. Your marketing data may particularly shown, for example, if we talk about the sales figure of the last 10 years, is actually showing a table structure, which is basically a structural data that this particular year, these are the sale and this are type of thing. But which product are actually closely related in order to boost up this sale, which product are going to be negatively related, means I'm talking about the market basket analysis or this associative rule mining, which are the present trend of the data mining, which needed to be addressed more properly from this marketing report in order for the better knowledge of the data. On the basis of that, you can formulate your business strategy for future. Next is the lack of communication among the data. Data need not to be communicated in a very standalone manner. It should be synchronously communicated across all parties. This is another problem. And the last problem, which I believe, is close the sales loop. Means nowadays, what the present marketing or the traditional marketer used to do, the moment the sales is closed, they used to be completed their entire scenarios, and henceforth their CRM or their customer relationship team is not working with the customer, try to pretend the customer, try to spying on the social website of the customers in order for better prediction, in order to find out the sentimental and the emotional parameter which are associated with the customer, which may be included for your future sales perspective. So this is another point where the present marketing data or the marketing data management are actually lacking behind. That's why the concept of analytics are introduced. Analytics is nothing but is basically a way by which, or is a process by which your data can be analyzed in a more better way, so that the details from your data can be revealed, which otherwise is not possible. For example, as I said, for example, if you have a sales data over the last 10 years regarding a particular shopping mall, or regarding a particular shop in a particular shopping mall that used to be sell so many grocery items. Now, by seeing these thousand, even lakhs of the data in single glance, it is not possible to find out that which particular product together having a high sale on which particular date and why. So these type of internal detail can only be able to be find out through the analytics. And these marketing analytics are basically nowadays working together in order to find out the business goals for the organization, so that the organization can be succeed in their marketing business. Because I believe that many organizations are sitting on a gold mine. Why I'm saying gold mine? Because they have a last 10, 20 years of their organization data, their sales data, their customers data, but they don't know the effective tools and technique to analyze those data, to analyze the potential value of their customer, what their product need to be brush up in order to having acceptable among the customers. So these things need to be analyzed in more proper way. So I will conclude rather with this particular slide that by using data mining or data analytics part, which is basically finding the hidden knowledge or hidden relationship among the data or the marketing parameters, on the basis of that, we can have to take a better decision regarding your marketing data. So this data analytics is basically needed to be integrated with our marketing data in order to formulate the better marketing decision, in order for better customer forecast as well as better market formulation. And this particular data mining or data analytics are basically having 6 phases. The first thing is you must understood your business understanding. The business understanding over there I would like to mean is that what are the main USP of your business or your marketing data that you need to be first analyzed, and accordingly you have to understood your data. Why we have to understood our data? Because when we are dealing with our customer data over the last 10, 15, 20 years rather, then those data may have so many impurities. impurities over there means sometimes those data may not have atomic. Sometimes some of the missing data are there. So all these things needed to be addressed properly so that the data will be noise free. This can be achieved by data preparation steps of your data mining or data analytics. This data preparation, which is the third and the most time consuming phase of marketing analytics, is basically trying to remove all the impurities from the data so that your data became much more robust, and missing data, null values, as well as the other non-atomic values or these type of problems from your data can be overcome, and your data became much more robust and standardized for further level of marketing analytics. And once your data will be ready, then you can forecast the different type of business, marketing, as well as the other standard modeling in order for your testing purpose. And once your modeling will be done and evaluated your marketing data as per this modeling, you evenly try to forecast that which particular model will be suitable for prediction of your next phase of sale in a competitive market, and accordingly you select one of those model and finally deployment or use this marketing strategy plan. So this is the old scenarios of this data mining or data analytics, which will be working as a helping hand to the marketers in order for better formulation of the marketing decision. So that's all about the first lecture. I believe you will be solved all the quiz which will be there at the end of this chapter. In our next lecture, we try to discuss in more practical way about how to handle this type of marketing data using